Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to Point of Insanity Game Studios Geekery in General podcast. I am Al, and joining me today, my friend James. How are you doing, James?
I'm doing just fine. What game are we playing tonight?
We are doing a bargain bin adventure, and that you actually recommended.
Yep.
It is called
Arc Rise Fantasia.
Arc Rise Fantasia. Let's see. Bring the light of hope to a dying world. The planet is under threat from something crystallizations, and I can't read that. Am I too small? The print's too small on the back of the box.
The planet is under threat of ozone crystallization, and Locke is humanity's only hope for survival.
Locke, that was a character in Final Fantasy VI.
Really?
So, now, you said you've actually played this game. I have not. So, this is, like I said, more of a bargain bin adventure for me because I haven't played this. And you said you got this at, what was it, GameStop for $3?
GameStop 3 years ago for $3.
Okay, so, see, so we might actually be able to find it nowadays for what? Maybe $1.99 or so?
Something like that.
So, the cover looks pretty promising, has an anime style to it, though.
Yep.
There's someone holding a sword that looks almost like the Buster sword from Final Fantasy VII.
That would be our main character right up front.
I don't know. It almost kind of reminds me of a 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons character.
Really?
Because 3rd edition, it had kind of its own style that some people called dungeon punk.
Okay.
Where everyone was wearing like spiky armor and holding like 8-foot-long swords and stuff. And yeah, you're like, oh no, I never did that. But anyways, we're not talking about D&D. Let's fire up Arc Rise Fantasia and have the opening with a nice, peaceful, pretty piano.
The opening cinematic doesn't happen for a while. So
okay, so
it's like after this zooms out, highlighting the cinematic will show in just like a few more moments.
Yeah, and you know, opening cinematics, those are kind of almost like an art form in themselves because for an opening cinematic, you want to make sure that you're really capturing the essence of a game.
Yep.
And I think the thing that really elevated cinematics to an art form is YouTube. And when video games, I mean, of course, there were cinematics for video games before YouTube, but when, well, let me go back, I should probably correct myself. I think like when we got to the point where...
Oh, here we go.
It's starting.
Heads up, folks.
It shows the battle scenes more or less.
Okay, so
time.
It shows like in fighting scenes?
Yep. It shows the fighting scenes, occasionally pops up with a story.
It looks like he's fighting Pokemon.
I know!
Those don't look dangerous. And that poor guy, he's gotta either be really strong, or he's gotta have a really strong back. I mean, I could not picture holding a big sword like that. And,
I think it might just be going through this each time.
Oh, so it just kind of shows. But, yeah, I think the thing that really kind of inspired game makers to make these really awesome opening cinematics is when it got to the point where, you know, you could show video files over the internet. Because you might remember in the old days of the internet,
selecting the controller to you.
I have the classic controller,
which is great.
Yes, I like the classic controller for the Wii. It's very comfortable. Very
I
easy
would
to
turn
use.
off the rumble. Subtitles are good.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't give me that option because it doesn't have it. So subtitles will leave on. Cursor memory.
Yeah, I keep that the way it is.
La la la.
The text speed.
Standard. I'll just keep standard.
Eh.
All right, think fast. We'll do fast.
Yeah, fast is always good. Gets it all quick.
Background music. I always like listening to music. Video game role-playing games usually have really good music. So that's just my observation.
We already heard the intro to that. It's really good. The voice volume is pretty decent.
Sound effect. That, but yeah, but I was just saying when it got to the point where it was feasible to do video games. Or to show videos over the internet, I think that really helped game companies realize that game cinematic trailers can actually be very useful promotion tools. So we have a opening cinematic here.
There it is. That's what we're looking for. Which is something I like about this game. The intro really encapsulated you into the game.
Yeah, one game that I think has a really awesome intro cinematic. Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And the thing I like about it, I mean, personally, I think Brawl is my favorite of the Smash Brothers games.
Okay.
So looks like we have airships.
Well, don't those remind you of the Eggman, please?
Yeah. That would remind my son of the Eggman fleet. It would remind me more of Final Fantasy.
Yep. That would be our main character.
Okay. So is he like a page or a squire or something? He's on a bunch of knights.
Bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter, okay.
He's the... No, not bounty... Merc.
Mercenary.
That's best way to describe him. He's a merc. Those are your enemies.
Ah, dragons. A lot of dragons. What did these people do that made someone so mad that they wanted to send a bunch of dragons after them?
Basically think this. Military? Other side of the world, a different military.
Ah.
These just somehow be in the middle.
Ah, got it.
It's a good fight in my opinion. The first dungeon occasionally took me forever to get through, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Okay.
How you get is Lost Bright Lagoon.
Yep, so, okay, we've got our bounty hunter here who pulls out his sword that's the size of a SUV. Okay, am I fighting now?
I'll take
Yep.
care of this one.
Basically...
So my first fight is against a dragon.
Yeah. Thing is about this, if you look at the top left corner, there's a thing called AP.
Okay.
Basically, if you look here... Okay, we'll wait till the next round to show you quick. Just so I can give you a good explanation of how the game works. Wing Cutter, special ability, gives you... Okay,
Tough one, aren't
now,
you?
keeps going. Either way,
Sorry.
best shot.
Did
Okay,
he almost kill me? I'm almost dead.
no, that was the point.
Now you're going down.
Oh, is this one of those games where like you're
It's a
supposed to lose?
scripted.
Got it. You know, if the Final Fantasy games would sometimes do that, and it could get annoying. Like, we were actually talking about this at lunch today.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 2. The game starts out, it throws you into a battle against 4 opponents that you can't win.
Can't really fight. There's actually, I would like to talk about the, if in the original Final Fantasy quick, you know how you can like hassle an innkeeper's like, I want a free night here, and the gods show up?
I don't remember that from Final Fantasy 1.
Well, either way.
Was that a different Final Fantasy maybe?
It was
or?
for the, and I know it was for the original one. You got 4 characters. You had the warrior, the rogue, a white mage, and a black mage.
Maybe was that one of the Dragon Warrior ones?
Possibly.
Yeah, because I don't remember doing that in Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy.
Okay.
I know that there was... Okay, this guy just plummeted to the ground on a dragon. That takes some
Guts.
guts, yes. And he moves so gracefully holding that huge sword. But I know that there were some of the later Dragon Warrior games. Oh, our dragon is exploding?
Oh, yes, actually.
Filbert!
It's called a Fellburst.
Ah,
Because those are Valkyries, I think.
okay.
No.
What the?
And now we've got a pretty little song.
This is what I liked about the game, because it has so much good music to it. And I figure if you could find the lyrics to this and get it word for word, it's interesting.
Yeah, because I'm interested, because it sounds like it's probably... Is it Japanese?
Yes, this is actually originally a Japanese game.
Okay.
They're actually speaking English.
Okay.
It's just so...
Just this particular song is in Japanese.
No, it's actually still in English.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics.
Yeah, a lot of people...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
A lot of people don't, since of how mildly fast it is. Son of Nisa actually is mainly the lyric to it.
Okay.
Now, here are 2 main characters.
The fell dragon has returned to the earth.
Is that
Whoa.
a good thing or a bad thing?
What, that audio?
No, that the fell dragon returned to the earth. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a decent thing.
You saved me, didn't you? Well, thanks. That was close. But that wasn't magic, was it? Him magic, perhaps?
Okay.
Surely
As
not.
opposed to her magic?
Are you-
Oh!
Well, it is a girl that did it. I mean, so it would be
Okay.
her magic.
Basically, it's a very... Well,
Hey,
that looks
whoa,
familiar, don't
whoa.
it?
Mhm.
I think we all know that cliche.
Yep.
Girl passes out.
Young
after
lady
using
faints
that.
into the dashing
I'm
hero's
sorry.
arms.
Yep. And from what you can tell of this
You
character,
really took a beating.
you got
What's
this
this
guy,
girl
the
doing
big,
out here?
brawn, strong man. And then you have...
Girl? Are you talking
Mage.
about me?
Yeah, you're the only
Well,
girl here, honey.
Yeah, I don't know your name. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm Lark, and you are...
Rude? What is rude?
What?
Rude would be
thought
if I,
you were
like,
going
you
to
know,
call
slapped
me
your butt,
girl.
honey.
Do you call everyone girl?
No, only you, because you're a
What?
girl.
What are you talking about?
Okay, we've got a
I'm a
failure to
diva.
communicate here.
But you can call me Rifia.
A diva.
Huh? What kind of a weirdo are you?
That's
That's
not nice.
rude.
That's being rude, yes.
A derogatory term for a strange person.
Some people take that as a
What
compliment,
is
though.
wrong with you?
Hi.
Oh dear. Are you angry?
No, but I'm getting annoyed.
What I love about this is you can actually tell personality.
Yes.
Whatever. Okay, Riffia, right?
I don't know.
Let's
The
just get
voice
you
acting
somewhere
so
safe for
far,
now.
it is a
There might be more
little
fell
bland
dragons
for my
around here.
tastes,
Mhm.
but
Somewhere
it's not
safe?
bad.
I think because
Yeah,
when I
I
had
think
it
the
on the
village of
Wii, when I
Pasion is
actually was hearing it through
southeast
the
of here.
TV,
Mhm.
it sounded a little
I'll
bit
take you
different.
as
I think it's
far
because
as
we're
there.
listening
It's
to it
the
through
least-
headphones.
Yeah, we're listening through headphones, so that's probably it.
Because I'm noticing
Really?
something weird about the
Okay.
vocal pattern to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess.
Okay.
Come on,
Boy.
say you're welcome.
What's going on here anyway?
We don't know, buddy, but I have a
I
feeling
know.
we're in for an epic adventure.
I know.
Well, you've played this game. I haven't, so...
I haven't even beaten this game yet. I kept getting stuck at one section before I faced the final boss, which was annoying.
Okay. Rifia joined the party. New destination. Rifia. Communications with the Wii remote
Oh,
have been interrupted.
great.
Ah, bugger. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
But, yeah, as I was saying, okay, so that we use the D-stick to move around
Yep,
here.
we use the D-stick to move around. Occasionally,
So-
if you keep an eye out, there are hidden items all around.
Which is common for role-playing games. I mean, sometimes it's like you just walk up to, like,
No, you actually have to
statue
press
or-
A and whatnot.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just kind of walking around pressing A. Does that something? No. Looks like it could
No,
be
it's
something.
just some... That's a
Oh.
monster.
Okay, so... That's such a cute little monster, though.
What's that?
It looks like a flower. That
Look
would
out.
get your hand off if it could.
Look out! That's a monster, huh? And there's our fight for the day. It's coming, get back.
Yes, it looks really ferocious.
Ferocious.
Now, come on.
Hey,
It's like, okay, you just fought a bunch of dragons, and you're like, it's a monster?
Yeah.
It's a flower.
No.
It's a walking flower.
That will headbutt you.
I'm going to fight too.
Alright, stay behind me and provide support.
It's not nice. That is what we call rude, lady. Okay.
Now, I love the kind of
that's an
clip out.
interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting. It just kind of shows a crack effect on
Before
the
we go into
screen.
battle, I have to explain something.
The tutorial.
The thing is, though,
You'll need to use a different strategy
what's
when fighting
interesting-
together in a group.
What do you mean?
well, I'll just let you
Well,
There's
explain.
vital
you know we can
information
only
here, I'm
perform
sure.
As many actions as we have AP for, right?
Of course. Every action we take expends AP, right?
I love how they're,
Right.
like, mildly breaking
When
the
a
fourth
party
wall
fights
with
Yeah.
together,
tutorials. And they
everyone
do
shares
that
the
actually
same
quite
pool
often
of
throughout
AP.
this entire... They
So
don't...
they're like Deadpool.
Except less funny.
Except they're like Deadpool, except not as funny and less violent.
less violent, uh-huh. If Deadpool was in this game, it would be rated
You can't just
X.
think about your own AP when you take an
Or
action,
AO, because I don't think there's an X rating for video games. I think
but
it's
that allows
mature
us
and
to
then
determine
AO for
exactly
adults
who
only.
takes
Ah,
action
so yeah.
and how many actions
You mean I can just stand back and watch?
you could. But in most cases, it's probably best to perform some kind of action.
No doubt.
Rather than sit back there like a useless bump on a log.
A
Yeah.
group that works together and divides up the actions equally is
So
tough
that
to
sounds
beat.
like an interesting game mechanic,
Mhm.
where, yeah, you've got this pool that you draw from, and...
Anyway,
Yep.
we don't have time for any more chit-chat.
Yep, we
Let's
gotta
go.
kill these
Let's
flower
kill these
things so
walking,
we can go
talking-
back to walking through the woods.
Yep,
Ready
now,
for battle.
thing is, how you use to switch characters
Okay.
is press the left or right trigger.
Okay, okay, there
I'm
we
ready
go.
to go.
What you can do for this, well, I'll just allow you to do what you need.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Now, in the process...
Wait, she hit a monster and she's like, so
You're
sorry.
hurt.
Yes, she's a
Let me heal you
pacifist.
with magic.
Oh.
Passive style. She's never
Yes,
fought her
please.
entire life.
You don't... Dude, how come you need healing? It's like we're still in our first battle and
Second.
you survived... Oh, second, that's right. You fought a bunch of dragons. You fell from the sky
Sky.
on a dragon riding it. There's
with
no way
14 health left out of 220.
there's no way little flower things like this could hurt
You
you.
can select an action
Oh,
by
okay,
pressing the
it's
character.
telling us how
You
to.
can see who's
Okay.
going
Yeah.
to act next by looking at this.
So I just
Okay.
need to select an act.
Yep.
Okay, the game gets
Careful,
better
though.
after going through the
Every
tutorial
time-
here,
Yes,
right?
it does. It does
Okay.
get better.
Forget to
Occasionally,
confirm everyone's actions
the
by
cinematics
pressing-
when they do it this
Okay.
way, I like the way they have it. Personally.
It is an interesting visual style. So
Mhm.
again, those of you just listening to the audio, certainly check out the video on YouTube. So
Mhm.
just look up Point of Sanity Game Studio
So
on YouTube.
now press right trigger.
Okay,
magic.
so I suppose I have to heal whether
You
I like
have
it
to,
or
no
not.
matter what. Now, from what you can tell, quick, when you did, there was a blue signal right there,
Okay,
indicating that's blue magic.
okay.
So yeah, I would recommend hitting that one twice with him, and switch to Riffy. Okay,
Okay, how come it's not letting me hit this? Okay, well, I'll hit this one.
okay.
Take action.
'Cause-
This does get a little monotonous, I think, where it's like, okay, take action. It's like,
What I would have done personally, this is something I've learned since I've beat this game
I'll do my
so
best
many
too.
times, is you learn to figure out how each one works.
yeah.
And the last one who gets a hit gets the
I
close up.
have to try harder.
And now she's leveled up.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 13 does something similar like that as well.
Okay. So from what you can tell, Riffy is leveled up. Well, how about we finish throughout
Do
this?
you understand how to fight monsters now? I hope so. Hopefully there's no more of these vicious flower things.
No, because there's also birdies!
Oh, are we gonna fight little birdies like Flicky? Are we gonna have to fight bunny rabbits?
No, no buddies.
I want to go back to fighting dragons.
You will, actually. But-
Okay, I suppose we're still like, what, 5 minutes into the game, so we're
Yeah,
probably not exactly gonna be fighting,
a fell dragon.
yes, yet.
No, that was a baby.
Ooh. So the adult one's a lot bigger and meaner, huh? Okay, so,
You can tell I faced those things and died many a time.
okay,
Now
so,
to scroll down. Occasionally, if you're lucky, you can actually find a map of the location.
okay.
If you're lucky. Oh,
L. Okay, L
okay.
button,
What
L-burst.
what the L does
Okay,
is basically extra commentary. So you get to
Ah.
know more about the characters.
got it.
So I figure we're just gonna let our viewers read this and so on and so forth, because it's not really canon.
Okay,
It's just more learning about the two characters at hand. I have skipped so much of it and still learned so much about the characters.
okay.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna.
what would have happened if I would have walked into a fell burst? Would I have, like, gotten hurt? Okay.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
So
There's the
now I
map
can-
of the elite team.
yeah.
By the way,
So is
these
this how
are-
it goes with, like, this is probably one of those RPGs where when you see the monsters on the field, and if I were, like,
they'd stop right there.
oh, okay,
So basically, this is basically a small cutscene
got it.
indicating.
Cutscene on demand.
Yes, cutscene. Well, quote unquote demand. Special requirements are required for certain things and like
Okay.
that. Occasionally, when they're like this, there's actually voice to them, which
Okay.
I find interesting. But that's when they're part of the story. That when they're fully part of the story and not. Hey, you find a birdie.
Okay, we've moved up in the world. We went from fighting vicious flowers to, cute little birdies.
No. Oh, no. Okay.
Did I do something wrong?
Sort of. Yes, actually.
Okay.
See ya. Piece of cake. Yeah. See ya. We're all in good shape, yeah?
Okay, so we went from fighting vicious flowers to cute little birdies.
Sadly.
Yes, I feel almost kind of bad now, because it's like, okay, here's a poor little cute birdie who's just minding its own business. Oh, is this like a treasure chest?
That's a save point.
Oh, okay.
Which I like the idea that they have for it, the image they have for it. So you're level 3,
Okay.
so that explains why Rook here takes for gosh darn ever.
Ah, got it. Oh, yeah, I already saved. B, back.
You can press A, you have to press B to go back.
I am pressing B. It's not going back. Oh, okay, there it is on the thing there. Okay.
Okay, now if you press the start button quick, I think it's the start. Nope, wrong.
Pauses back.
Okay, I think it's back.
Select. No, it's not doing that.
Okay.
Okay, so no, I'm getting chased by a birdie.
Oh, what button is it? I'm forgetting now what button it is.
I'm being chased by a bird. I'm supposed to be a tough mercenary, and I'm being chased by a little birdie.
That's how.
This game makes no sense. But
now
I said
you're
I
gonna
do
kill
kind of like that. Oh, there's bird and a flower. This is gonna be a tough
Yep.
one.
Now hold up quick. After you finish your first one, press.
Okay, so
Now
I
switch to her, and if you go down to magic, or up to magic, you can do water shell. Bonus to one's ally water resistance. That's interesting.
My main character's hurt. I should probably heal him. See, I've been playing Final Fantasy 13, so I'm in that game. After you're done with a battle,
it heals you.
yeah, you're fully healed. So I gotta remember, I'm not playing Final Fantasy 13.
No, you're.
I don't get hurt.
I would recommend something quick. Go back, press B.
Oops.
Or no.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. That's
Sorry.
dead anyways. Because you can hear her like when you hit her. You can actually force an attack. Either way, just press the X button. I think it is. Yep.
What's this do now?
That confirms it. You've
Okay.
already killed the thing. Now, in the
Ooh, fancy move. I wouldn't. If I had a sword that big, I would not throw it up in the air and try to kill it.
No. In the process, you can get better weapons.
Bet you can't catch me, little flower.
No, you need to get out of here, you know.
Okay, yeah. I suppose if I kept fighting birds and flowers, I'd feel guilty. You know,
Speaking
this
of
is kind of
flowers.
a weird image so far. We have this beautiful forest and this
Great
nice,
music.
peaceful music, and I'm just went the wrong way. I'm fighting birds and sentient flowers.
Yep. So, no, this part does get a bit of the grindy side, so... Oh, it's quite interesting the game is,
Must
personally.
answer my calling.
No, if you listen to the dialect on when they attack,
So sorry.
it's very interesting.
Okay.
Why I say it is because,
So sorry.
like with her, you can tell she's a very passive person by when
Yeah,
she says, I'm sorry every
Yep.
time she attacks.
That kind of reminds me. We talked a little bit about when our episode on
I have to try hard.
YouTube and retro gaming. We talked about Freedom Force, and there's this character in there, Man-Bot. It's like he attacks people. He's like, "I'm sorry, I have to do this."
Yep. Now, this part's always an interesting one, because
Okay, so I have to jump.
you have to press A.
Well, at least it's not like, you know, a Wii game with a remote where it's like I have to rapidly, yeah, like Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, like
I'm
I
ready
said,
to
this
go.
part does get a bit on the annoying side, because it's like, when do they stop?
Yeah, that is one thing that.
Ooh.
Oh, I better heal, huh?
Yeah. She can heal, not you.
Oh, okay, I'm at the wrong
I'm
character.
ready
There
to
we go.
By the way, you just canceled your last action.
Okay, what am I doing?
You're
Okay,
pressing
so
B.
wait, okay, go here. I go to attack.
Press
Attack
A.
the flower, and then now I go over here. Magic!
Heal. And
Yeah.
now you're out of spellcasting power.
Oh.
Healing
So-
water.
So,
Thanks.
I'm out of magic.
Ready for battle.
what do you think of this game, by the way?
It is interesting. I mean, it does have a nice visual style to it. I'm sure eventually it starts to act or feel more like a traditional RPG, because
Yep.
right now, like I said, it's kind of weird. We're just fighting
a hack and
birds
slash
and
mode.
sentient flowers. Okay, so back on the winding trail. But that's one of the things about role-playing games in general. Oops, something over here. That's one of the things about role-playing games in general is...
Oh,
That's Revive Bottle. I'm guessing
that's
that probably...
very useful.
Okay.
Now, I'm
Well-
trying to remember, how to get to your start screen? Because that's
Nah,
now
I'll find
bugging
out,
me.
so-
We'll figure out soon. Here we go.
Okay, another cutscene.
Yeah, this is an interesting one.
But yeah, one of the things just about role-playing games in general is the fact that there is that grind.
Strange.
They're
It's sunny, but it's raining.
not always for the
devil must be
casual
beating his
gamer.
wife.
Who? Beating his what?
You don't know that
You don't
saying
know that
often.
expression?
No.
That was kind of weird. Beating
I
his.
like it.
See, I was kind of looking at something else.
It
I'm like, I
sounds
just heard beating his. I'm like, Okay, this game's rated T for teen, not M for mature.
He was saying the devil.
We're not gonna go. The devil's beating his
wife.
what? Oh,
The devil's beating his wife.
beating the wife. Is that what the kids are calling it nowadays?
Oh, now this is a very interesting cinematic.
Okay,
The
so are we
close-up
missing
on
crucial plot points?
Not really entirely, because what it is just basically you're just about to exit the dungeon, so they thought, let's pop in a random cinematic scene.
Ah, okay. It's
There we go.
character development. Yes. Okay, so we made it out of the first dungeon, and we're now in the overworld.
Yes.
So are there coders? I'm guessing these are like callers in.
It's just another cinematic thing.
Okay.
Basically, what a coder is a diva, more or less. Coders analyze and release power. Basically, what these sometimes do is A, they do character development, or B, they actually give a character information needed.
Ah.
Which is really intriguing.
You know, this kind of reminds me with.
Oh,
are
watch
those
out for the
monsters,
bees.
or-
Watch out for the bees.
Okay. Well, we're moving up in the world. I'm being chased by a bird. Being chased by a bird. Oh, bees. Okay.
I really hated the bees. I do. I hate them.
So I was almost going to say it was kind of reminding me... Oh, looks like I'm going to have to fight birds.
Yeah.
It was almost kind of reminding me of Chrono Trigger.
Oh, you got
Ambush.
ambushed.
Should I attack the bee first?
I'd attack the bee first. The bees are more annoying.
The birds and the bees.
Basically,
I
what
want to have her fight
I'm
too.
ready.
No, you can't, because since you get ambushed, you only get half your gained AP.
Got it.
So just press X.
Oh, I
See?
pressed the wrong button. I feel like a dummy. Okay, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of reminding me of Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger doesn't have random encounters on the world map. Because the way that Chrono Trigger works is, you know, there's the little various places of interest, like your dungeons and
Must answer my calling.
your dungeons,
Everywhere else.
your
That one's gonna be dead after
yeah.
lock hits it.
you know, your dungeons, your towns, your castles, and then what they do is after you get out of like a town or a dungeon or a place of interest, it brings you to a world map where you can walk around.
Yeah.
But there's no, you know,
Monsters.
there's no random encounters.
Well, this
But
isn't really truly random. It's just more.
Well,
You
yeah,
see
it
the
shows-
creature.
Yeah, and there's a lot of games that have been doing that. I've noticed where I'm not sure if it's just because they think gamers
Must
like it
answer my
better when
calling.
you can see what's coming.
You're out of heals.
Oh no.
You can use items still.
Do I have items other than... Oh, I have heal liquid. They couldn't have called it a
Health potion?
potion? Yeah? Okay. Well, we'll just attack since there's only one little birdie.
Yeah,
we
there's
have.
one little thing left. Note, over time the weapons get even better. What's
Okay.
annoying though is cinematically they stay with their old weapons.
Oh, so it's just... Do they just get one weapon and it just gets better?
No. Basically, oh, you can see where that white dot is on
Yeah.
the map? You're supposed to go there. Would you like me to help you get there?
I think... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, where is it? Am I going the wrong way?
I think you kind of.
Oh, is this it?
Nope, that was
That was a random battle, and I'm
ambushed.
ambushed. Okay, I'm probably gonna die considering that.
You can use items whenever the heck you want.
Thank you.
No, what's annoying is healing posts. Oh yeah, wait a minute. You got ambushed again. Now, I'd recommend her use a potion on you while you hit the plant.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
That's okay.
Heal liquid. I don't know why they couldn't just call it a healing potion.
The reason why is because there's greater healing liquids and so on and so forth.
Got it.
And they didn't want copyrighted. I'm presuming they just didn't
I don't
want
think the word heal potion is copyrighted.
Either
Okay.
way. Some games do that. I recommend Lithia. Lithia can still attack if you remember.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It doesn't automatically go to her. You get to decide.
That is, yeah, okay, that's going to take a little getting used to, I think, with this game, because I'm used to just
It does it for
mashing the button and then, okay, selecting your options, so...
you. Yep. Well, in this, I love the way they do it in this game, where you can decide who does what, because you can have a character in the back.
So, Rico, is that like your money, or
Yes.
is that something else?
Rico's your money.
Okay,
Now,
so where is...
Do you need help to town?
Yeah, where's the town I'm supposed to get to?
Okay, end it here. I'll get it to
Okay, you better get me to the town, because just wandering around getting myself
And I think
hurt.
I ambushed it.
Piece of cake.
Nope.
Oh, they ambushed us.
I'm ready to go.
So
But yeah, I think we're gonna call this an episode for now. So
Ready for
I think it looks like it could be a pretty fun game. I do like the visual style. For a long time, I've really
out of my
kind of
way.
avoided the whole 3D
I'm ready
RPGs
to go.
because I didn't like how they looked aesthetically.
okay.
But I think
Is anyone
it's because a lot of the early ones, like Final Fantasy VII, it just looked so blocky. Oh, there's the town. So it just looked kind of blocky and kind of ugly, really. So I think that's one of the reasons I like staying with the games that looked more like the traditional Final Fantasy
Yep.
games, as opposed to stuff like the Final Fantasy VII. But I don't know, I have started to open up more, and I think that they've definitely come a long
Well,
way
we're here.
visually. I haven't played a lot of the newer ones, so
Is
I
this
can't say how they
Fantasia?
are as far as plots, but I think we're going to call this an episode.
Yeah, we're at the far north end of the Empire.
Okay, whatever that means. We'll
The
just get past
The
this.
Empire is
Do you
basically.
mean the Meridian
No, if you
Empire?
actually listen, there's actually a voice to it, which
Okay.
is really nice.
Sure, what else would I mean?
The Meridian
Meridian
Empire is
Empire,
yeah.
Oh,
Whoever has the game can play it, and you can all read
So I
the
finally-
dialogue
Yep.
and high likely
You're
put
not
the
from the
voices
Empire.
into your head.
Yep.
I'm from Bennett Nash.
Bennett
bless
Nash.
you.
Bennett Nash? What? That's in the Termillion Republic.
Now,
Okay,
you-
the way he's reacting
doing
there
here
looks
anyway?
like that's not a
You
good
do
thing.
realize
The Empire and the
Termillion
Republic
Empire
are basically
Is
think
it like
Star
in Star Wars? Yeah, like where you got the Empire and the Republic, so.
It was
Yeah.
my mother's dying.
Aww.
Hey, what's wrong, Rifia?
I feel a little.
You're probably just
Yeah.
Inn?
So
She
Well,
doesn't know what an
Are
inn
there
is?
beds?
you can
Of
tell
course
she's
they are.
sheltered.
Does she know what a bed is?
Oh, how wonderful.
She's a nun.
Oh,
More or
okay.
less.
She's basically a nun. Okay.
She's basically a nun.
Whoa.
Got
Does
it.
that actually clear up a lot of it for you now?
Definitely in time then.
Walk?
Waka wah,
Yes.
wow, 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 wow. Okay,
Now,
that
let's-
was bad. Okay, let's go to the save.
Let's go to
point.
save. Let's save here. You can tell I'm used to playing this
Yep.
game.
So it looks like it looks like it'd be an interesting game. Definitely has its own visual style. I'm sure that eventually we get past fighting birds, bees, and flowers.
Oh no, you then start facing giant rats. Then you start facing
Do we
giant.
eventually move up to like cats and wolves and stuff?
Yes,
or,
you do.
okay.
That
And
goes
eventually
on.
we get back to dragons. So.
Eventually get back to
Well,
dragons.
then again, I mean, in a lot of RPGs, you gotta kind of expect that when you're early in the game, you're gonna be fighting, goblins
Yeah.
and bees and killer flowers.
Yep.
You're not gonna be going after the really powerful stuff until much later in the game.
There's actually a part of this game that I like is the summoning cell. And that's what happens after you finish the capital info. You get the logos of logic,
Okay.
which basically hums the entire field and becomes very interesting.
Okay.
Note, there is a time key based thing throughout the entire game. What I mean by that is, you don't. How do I put this? They don't give you the summons, you have to actually go out and find them.
Okay.
And while you go, your best friend, cliche right here and now, your best friend is the enemy. Has
Okay.
the enemy encoder. So yeah, it's all fun and games until you have to face your best friend.
Yep. Well, I played Final Fantasy IV, so I've been there and done that. If you've ever played that game, it's like the main character, Cecil, his best friend, Kane, starts out as his party member, but then as the game progresses, it's like he betrays Cecil a few
Yep.
times and then eventually comes back to help him
Yeah.
beat the game. So I'd like to thank you guys for listening again or watching. If you are listening to this and you want to see the video, go to Point of Insanity Game Studio on YouTube. And hey, while you're on YouTube, check out Demon King IX and you
Yep.
can see some of James's videos. He is currently doing a playthrough of
Brutal
Legend. Yes, and some of you might.
Skyrim, as well as a bit of Minecraft.
Yep, and some of you might remember I did Brutal Legend as one of my bargain bin adventures earlier. Now, I'm not sure when this particular episode is going to get posted, but right now it's
Today,
like,
tomorrow.
yeah, James and I recorded the second episode of it today, so
Yep.
who knows? If by the time this episode actually goes up, James might actually be a little further into the game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. But anyways, thanks for listening, and have a good evening or morning or afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are, and happy gaming.
See you in the other life.
See you on the flip side, whatever that means. Adios. Live long and prosper. Oh,
I gotta think of
goodbye. Later.
Adios,
Catch you later,
amigos.
everyone. Bye bye.